Good evening, everybody. I just want to thank you all for coming out tonight in support of our candidate this year for State Committee District Leader, Christopher Olechowski. I want to thank the owners of Amber. I want to thank all of you for coming out. The truth of the matter is, Chris is a fantastic candidate for this position. And now, if you don't know what the position is, it's district leader, Democratic district leader for the 50th Assembly District. Which, what does that mean? You know, many people haven't heard of what a district leader is. The district leader is the political representative and the political leader in the Democratic Party in the neighborhood, in this Assembly District. And the reason why I'm so excited to support Chris is because Chris cares so deeply about this community. This community is in his blood, and he has given his entire professional career towards making this community better, whether it's through his work with senior citizens, or whether it's his work at the community board level, or his work in volunteering for many, many decades. But what he's striking out to do now is to take it to another level, and to make sure that for the first time in many years, Greenpoint will have a Polish American representing the neighborhood, and that will send a strong message. That will send a very, very strong message throughout the state, and it'll actually resonate to other states. They'll hear about this in Chicago, they'll hear about this in other Polish communities throughout the country, because this is the Polish community rallying around a strong candidate and saying, we believe in the system, in the political system, and the best way to make the political system better is to have great representation. Now, one thing I want to thank you all for being generous tonight and coming out and contributing to the campaign. But I want to encourage you, if you've given $100 or a couple $100, if you could dig deeper down and contribute maybe a little bit more tonight, maybe an extra $50 or an extra $100, whatever you can afford to do, because we need to be able to raise enough money to make the campaign viable. And that requires several $1,000s more for expenses like campaign literature, for campaign posters, for paying for the rent at the campaign headquarters. All these things cost money. And the reality is that Chris has a heavy-duty challenger. Chris is taking on an incumbent. It's a brave thing to do, because it's, you know, you've seen his opponent. The guy's, you know, he's around him. And but one thing that he is that you might not know is he's very well financed, his opponent, and so he's going to be able to raise a lot of money. He's going to be able to get his name out there through the money that he's able to raise. And the only way that we can match that is if we raise the money too. And so I want to encourage all of you to encourage your neighbors, encourage your friends, encourage your family to come out and contribute. If everybody contributes a small amount, but we get more and more contributors, we can raise the money that we need. The other thing that I want to encourage all of you to do is make sure that your friends and neighbors know about this race, know how important it is to the community, know about Chris, know why it is important. And that's how we're going to win this race. I think that all of the political observers, there was recently somebody who was anonymous but came out with an analysis of this race. And they said it's going to be close. It's going to be close, but the smart money is on Chris. Now, that's a great shot, because nobody wants to say that the challenger is going to beat the incumbent. But in this instance, I think that we've got history on our side. We've got the votes on our side. What we need to make sure that we have is the energy. So we need to get the word out there. We need everyone to know why it's important. We need to make sure that everyone is registered to vote. If you're not registered to vote in this room tonight, we have voter registration cards right here. Don't be ashamed. Register to vote. Make sure that you're registered at your current address. Make sure that your wife and your kids and your husband and your brothers and your sisters and their friends and your neighbors are all registered to vote as Democrats this year. As Democrats. Everyone's got to be registered as a Democrat, because we're running here in the Democratic primary. But thank you all for coming out. Chris is a great guy. He's going to be a great district leader, and he's going to make us all very, very proud. He's a phenomenal candidate. we've got to step up and help them. And we're going to be starting petitioning the next couple of weeks. I want to encourage all of you to come out and volunteer a couple of days here and there. And Rachel Fuentes works with me. She's helping out with making sure that the contributions are coming in, but she's also going to be helping with coordinating the volunteers. We need everybody's help to get Chris on the ballot, to have a strong showing on the petitioning so that people will say, wow, Chris Olechowski got 2,500 signatures to get on the ballot. He only needs 500. But if we can get him that 2,500 signatures, that 3,000 signatures, and that sends a really, really strong message. So if you haven't signed in, please sign in. If you are not registered to vote, please register to vote. We need you. We need your money, and we need you to help volunteer. I mean, it's that simple. And I'm going to be doing it. I'm going to be volunteering all summer, and I'm going to be contributing. But we need all of your help to make this a success. So thank you all very much.